For this video, we'll be looking at factors affecting pH. So there are 5 main factors. We have electronegativity, hybridization, size, electron donating and electron withdrawing groups, and electron delocalization. So for electronegativity, the larger the electronegativity, the stronger the acid. Remember with our periodic table, the electronegativity increased as we went up and to the right in the periodic table. So which acid is the strongest? Methane, NH3, H2O, and HF. Methane really isn't an acid. NH3 is going to be a base, and we have water and HF. So HF, again, is in the very top right corner of the periodic table, so that is going to have a very strong electronegativity, making this the strongest acid. For hybridization, the more S character means the stronger the acid. So if you recall, we have single, double, and triple bonds. And these are hybridized as sp3, sp2, and sp. So for sp3, there's a 25% S character. For double bonds, 33%, and triple bonds, 50%. So the question is, which is the strongest base? So if we want the strongest base, we want the least S character. So we want something that is going to be sp3 hybridized. And so for our structures, we have a triple bond, we have a double bond, we have another double bond, and then for this we have a single bond. So the correct answer is going to be ethane. So for size, we have the strongest acid will have the hydrogen attached to the largest atom. So we have HF, HCl, HBr, and HI. So all of these are halogens. And in the periodic table, this is how they are arranged in the column. And so this is going to be the largest, and fluorine is going to be the smallest. And so if we want the strongest base, we want something attached to the smallest atom. And so that will be fluorine. So for electron donating and electron withdrawing, we have an electron withdrawing group will increase the acidity of a species. And conversely, an electron donating group will decrease the acidity. So for the strongest base, we have 4 alcohols, and these 3 have different halogens to them, and the last one does not have a halogen. And so a halogen is an electron withdrawing group because these halogens have generally high electronegativity. So if we want the strongest base, we want something that has an electron donating group or does not contain any electron withdrawing groups. And so that leaves the correct answer as ethanol, because these 3 halogens are all classified as electron withdrawing groups. For electron delocalization, we have an acid whose conjugate base is delocalized electrons is more acidic than a similar acid whose conjugate base only has localized electrons. And so we have a carboxylic acid and we have an alcohol. And we want to know what the strongest acid is. So in order to do that, we need to take the conjugate base of both of these structures, which means removing a proton. So now we have our conjugate bases. Now we have to look at where and if delocalization occurs. And so for the carboxylic acid, we do get delocalization because these electrons can move and be delocalized around these two oxygens. And so the charge is spread between these two oxygens here. For the methanol, the electrons are stuck on this oxygen. They cannot move anywhere else in the structure. And so there is no delocalization occurring. So we want the strongest acid, so we will pick the carboxylic acid due to electron delocalization. And that concludes factors affecting pH.